our honorary knight and the helper in white.
Hey, it's been a while.
It's so nice to meet you, Honorary Knight and Lady Paimon. Glenfidia, at your service.
Looks like you're in a good mood, Hertha. And nice to meet you, Glenfidia. By the looks of things, you're about ready to open?
Indeed. Thanks to some help from the angel's share and the cat's tail, our drink stand is ready to go. Besides all the classics, we also mix cocktails to order, and are currently offering a limited-time delivery service.
Cocktails? Do you remember that time we served as bartenders at the Angel Share? And recently you've also shown off your skills at the flagship in Nockride. We sure have come a long way, huh?
Wow, that really was a long time ago. When exactly was that? I can barely remember now.
The only thing is, our current drink selection is quite traditional, and it stopped feeling fresh long before the expedition began. To offer everyone some more exciting choices, we're planning to revamp our menu. But I need to get back to handling resident requests. And Glenfidia doesn't have much experience mixing drinks. Plus, we've got a whole bunch of outstanding delivery orders on hand. Honorary Knight, if you're free, could you maybe help us out for a while? Just until my other squad gets back from the Stormbearer Mountains.
You'll be amply compensated, of course, plus double pay for overtime, depending on your performance metrics.
I'm no rookie when it comes to mixing drinks, that's for sure. You can leave the whole bar in my hands.
I'm not sure what performance metrics are, but she's happy to help with deliveries as the best guide into that. Paimon needs to keep up with the changing times. Besides, this'll give her the chance to explore the city and stay up to date with all the recent goings-on.
Working with you two is always such a breeze.
I'll do my best to support Lady Paimon in any way I can. I'm very skilled when it comes to things like portioning out drinks.
All right. Well, if you're ready to, then let's get to work.
A chat over fine drinks. Let's get to mixing drinks, shall we? A librarian's little problem. Ah, Lisa!
Oh my. It looks like Hertha has gone back to her duties, and Glenfidia is away somewhere too. Has our dear cutie taken complete charge of the drink stand?
That's right, yours truly is in charge. Honorary mixologist at your service.
Wonderful. Now I can order without worrying about ending up with one of the logistics company's specials. The type of drink that keeps you awake all night, leaving you no choice but to pass the time working.
Working through the night shouldn't be a thing of the past. I thought you weren't so rushed off your feet these days.
That's right. I'm just a carefree librarian now.
Uh-huh.
If only there weren't so many people with overdue books, and I didn't have to go door to door to get them back. I would have dropped by to chat with you sooner, and try out your delightful creations, of course.
Hey, that customer over there, that getup, it looks like she's from Fontaine. So, what will you have to drink, Lisa? Any particular flavor you're after?
Let me think. I don't really have a favorite drink. Just wrestle me up something rejuvenating that'll lift my spirits. And if it could help me nod off to sleep later, that would be even better.
The drink stand has a collection of classic recipes. Let's start by choosing one of those. Since Lisa wants to feel rejuvenated, Snow-Kissed Dawn seems like a good choice. Snow-Kissed Dawn build sheets. First, let's add in a pinch of milk. The Smetana from Nodcry. How'd they get that here to Mondstadt? And finally, add in a mix of cocoa. Wait, I'm not... Coca? Oh, the coatl plants from Natlan that make chocolates. Alright. In you go. Do. Cut into large pieces. Okay, now this is reminding me of cooking at the Wangshu Inn. Shake it nice and proper, lightly, and aromatic goblet number M. Here you go, Lisa. A snow-kissed dawn. And as for the finishing touch, small lamp grass. Look at it, it's a beauty.
Here's a snow-kissed dawn. Hope you like it.
Here's a snow-kissed dawn. Hope you like it, Lisa.
It's delicious, cutie. Pleasantly tart, sweet, but not cloying, smooth on the palate, with a refreshing aftertaste. If anything, though, I seem to be feeling a little more energetic than I'd like. Perhaps you've unwittingly unraveled Glenfiddia's secret and concocted an even more effective pick-me-up?
Should I tinker with the ingredients? How about I adjust the recipe and mix you a new one?
Don't worry, there's no rush. Your eyes are aglow with curiosity, as though you have many more questions to ask. Let's chat for a while. Take your time. Inspiration will come soon enough.
Oh, thanks, Lisa. Choose a topic I'd like to discuss. Which books have you collected today, Lisa?
Since you're asking, it's been a bit of an unusual day. There's a chef, fresh out of training in Fontaine, who's recently taken up a position at the Goth Grand Hotel. She borrowed our most valuable book, the Mondstadt Millennial Compendium of Desserts.
Escoffier! She's still traveling around to be a better chef. Kind of like Xiangling.
Apparently, she plans to use dessert-making techniques to improve the taste of various savory dishes. Something about reducing their greasiness.
Sweet meat dishes? That sure is a novel approach.
Indeed. And judging by the results, she rather overdid it with the caramel sauce. What should have been fragrant meat slices ended up tasting nauseatingly sweet. Caramel sauce is such a fantastic ingredient, you know? It never fails to please when added to drinks. Sometimes, I even add a spoonful to my afternoon tea.
Caramel is a great ingredient.
Improving food, I suppose, isn't always about being as creative as possible.
Yeah, I know. Clues during the conversation. Based on our talk, what kind of drink recipe might be inspired by Lisa? She likes caramel. Okay. Substituting for a tangier smeta. Replace it with caramel and replace caramel with smetia. After getting the inspiration, you can mix the drinks. Need more clues, though. By the way, is that a notebook you brought with you?
Oh, this? That was for another of today's little errands.
Really?
A large contingent of the expedition team will be returning to Mondstadt soon. They've been away for such a long time, so there's a good chance many of their tastes have changed. Jean asked me to visit some of their families to try and get a better understanding of what new ingredients might satisfy our knights' changing preferences.
Such detailed planning and thoughtful arrangements. I applaud you, Lisa.
Well, they've all devoted their blood, sweat, and time to protecting Mondstadt. They deserve some care and respect in return. Based on what I gathered, the most requested ingredient was cacahuatl from Natlan. It seems like our knights have developed a taste for cocoa.
Cacahuatl. Yeah, that's the plants. How come Natlan is the only place that has that plant that can make chocolate?
In their letters, many of them mention that they rely on cocoa to keep themselves energized. I've tried hot cocoa myself, and I must say, I find it just as effective as coffee when it comes to staying alert.
Don't forget keeping you warm during the winter season. Hot cocoa is the good stuff. Cocoa might help Lisa stay awake. Okay, so what kind of ingredients have you been into lately?
Lately? So careful with your wording, cutie. Is that because you think that I, too, might have changed since we last met? Or simply because you can't remember?
Well, you're so well-traveled and well-read. Surely it's normal for your tastes to change from time to time, right?
Not bad at all. A flawless answer. Back in my student days, I might have been drawn to every new and exciting ingredient I read about, constantly expanding my horizons and stepping out of my comfort zone. But now, I've grown accustomed to a life of comfort and routine. To paraphrase a certain Leo-Ed legal expert, my life is fast approaching a state of living out one's golden years in peace and comfort. I'm no longer so easily moved by adventure and excitement.
Hey, you met Yen Fei. That's great to hear. I wonder if she's also here to visit you. Again, they still never showed the two together, but they mentioned each other on the profile screen.
I'm sure you remember, a few years ago, when we were adventuring together, you found me that sweet-tasting alchemical ingredient. Well, my tastes haven't changed a bit since then.
Remembered alchemical ingredients. Lisa was joking about her life of comfort and routine. Just to mention that alchemical ingredient I found for her a few years back. If I remember correctly, that ingredient was the Valberries, another good choice for the drink. Let's swap out the small lampgrass with the Valberries. And since I've switched up the garnish, why not change the cup too? This way it'll appear more novel. Lisa looked into the expedition members' preferred ingredients, and it seems like cacahuatl came up quite a lot. Come to think of it, Snow-Kissed Dawn uses cocoa as well. But the cocoa can be quite a potent stimulant, so it's probably best to leave it out. Been anywhere outside the city lately?
Surely you're not suggesting I'd take this opportunity to sneak off on a little countryside wander. You caught me. My investigations into Mondstadt's lesser-known drinks took me to Dawn Winery, where I had a little chat with the head housemaid, Adelind. On my way back, I ran into Emmetall out on patrol. She'd encountered some monsters she didn't know how to deal with, and in her desperation, asked for my help. I accompanied her on a detour to Wolvendom to teach some raving hounds a lesson. It's been a while since I've had such an invigorating workout.
Really? You battling wolfhounds? You do realize that your electric power will just make them even more ferocious. I'm surprised that there's no new elemental type of rift hounds, just electric and geo. Passed through Wolvendom. Lisa paid a visit to the Dawn Winery, then passed through Wolvendom. Perhaps I could throw in a touch of local flavor? Looking at the ingredients, I have small lampgrass and wolfhook. They're both native to Wolvendom, but which one would make the drink better? Small lampgrass is more of a garnish, so let's replace that with the Valberries. Then I just need to figure out how to incorporate the wolfhooks. They have a bright, tangy profile that should help balance out the sweetness of the caramel. Yes! This will do it! Alright! I think I know what fits the bill. Let me rustle up a new and improved drink for you.
As expected, cutie, your brilliant mind has grown even sharper. Just a few gentle hints were all you needed to light that special spark of inspiration.
It's all thanks to you, my first ever crush. But again, I now have eyes for another someone. One blue hair, horns, excellent archer. Okay, this time, milk, caramel sauce, and finally, add in a pinch of wolf hook. Let's cut the wolf hook into small pieces. There we go. Shake it nice and gentle like. Shake, shake, shake it up. Woo! That doesn't seem right. Large or small goblet? Oh. Alright. Here we go. There. Your new and improved drink, Lisa. Your special snow-covered kiss blend. Slumbering Rose. Lisa's new drink that I made myself. Look at it. It's a beauty, ain't it?
Finished. A new
Finished. A new creation. Custom made for you. Finished. A new creation. Custom made for you. I call it the Slumbering Rose.
This should help you.
Fall asleep quickly and guarantee you peaceful dreams. It's called a slumbering rose.
From the colors to the choice of glass, everything's been carefully crafted. You've turned it into a completely different drink. Based purely on appearance, it's exactly my style. Time to see how it tastes. Full marks. It's like savoring an exquisite dessert before taking a stroll along the shore of Cider Lake, with a gentle breeze caressing your skin, relaxed and at ease. I no longer feel drained of energy, but neither am I overstimulated. I'm actually starting to feel a little sleepy. As a bedtime drink, this is pure perfection. So good, in fact, that I feel like writing an article to extol the virtues of this slumbering rose. I can use it as an opportunity to crown you the new maestro of mixology.
This might be taking things a little too far. Your satisfaction is all the praise I need, Lisa.
Speaking of lakeside strolls, why don't you join me next time there's a clear, warm day, when the sun is bright but not too harsh? Any walk would be more relaxing with you to talk to along the way, cutie. Then, when we get back, you could fix me up another glass of slumbering rose.
That sounds lovely. Yeah, I'll make sure to set aside the time.
And I'll make just as sure to hold you to that. When the time comes, I won't accept any excuses.
Okay. That was a fun time. Okay, who's next? That was Lisa. Scents from another land. Six of them. Who's my next customer?
Good afternoon, traveler.
Emily! No wonder why it said scents from...
I didn't expect the honor of witnessing your harmonizing talents here in Mondstadt.
Are you here on vacation or for business, Emily?
Both, actually.
Wow.
A lady calling herself a mage asked me to come manage her flower shop. At about the same time, the Cat's Tail commissioned me to create a new fragrance for their establishment.
Okay.
Ending today's busy schedule with a drink crafted by you in person is truly a wonderful reward.
Then I'll make sure to pull out all the stops for you. I'll mix you a special drink.
I have faith in your choice.
Emilie is more sensitive to aromas than most people. If I create an unbalanced blend of scents, it might make her uncomfortable. In any case, I should use ingredients with complementary scents. I try to avoid a dash of fun. And try to avoid. In any case, I should use ingredients with a complementary scent and try to add a dash of Fontaine flavor into it. Let's start with a Mondstadt take on a Lumidos Twilight. Lumidos! Like the Lumidos Bell. Mondstadt's take on a Lumidos Twilight. First, we'll add in a pinch of tea. Also mint. And also a pinch of fermented juice. Wait, fermented? Ah, man, small pieces. And chop, 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 choppity chop. The mint's chopped up and ready to put in the drink. Now, how do we shake it? Gently, once more. Okay. Woo! Now, what glass shall we pour it in? A classic tall M glass. Medium. Here you go, Emilie. I give you your Valberry garnish in there. The Lumidos Twilight, a refined cocktail from Fontaine, capturing the warm glow of sunset over Lumidos Harbor.
Care to give this a try, Miss Emilie?
Care to give this a try, Miss Emilie?
Your artistry is truly a pleasure to watch.
Oh, stop.
This tastes like a local variant of a Lumidos Twilight. Am I right?
You got it right away. You're spot on.
The gentle and elegant taste, with its distinct layers combined with a hint of Mondstadt's characteristic scent, offers quite a welcoming flavor, all the while avoiding potentially discordant aromas. Though in reality, there's no need for you to be so conservative. I have quite a high tolerance for flavors that stray outside the boundaries of conventional wisdom.
So this one's probably a bit too traditional, huh? Just looking for something a bit more avant-garde.
Your drink was nice, but it would be perfect if you could make one with a little more depth. A cocktail that shows off your unique understanding and enhances my impression of Mondstadt. If you need time to mull things over, perhaps you might find inspiration in a little light conversation?
Okay, let's chat, you and me. I really wish Ganya was here. I'd enjoy a nice chat with her and making her a drink. Did you buy those flowers just now?
They're part of my reward from the flower shop owner. Important ingredients for making perfumes. Thanks to these, I was able to complete my commission for the cat's tail.
Those are Cecilia flowers and windwheel aster flowers. The windwheel aster flowers only grow around the statues of the Seven in Mondstadt, while Cecilia flowers only grow up at the Stormbearer Mountain peaks.
I studied Mondstadt's Cecilia flowers many years ago. In fact, the fragrance of Cecilia in certain fields has become synonymous with Mondstadt itself. However, this is a special case. Some cats are quite averse to the scent of Cecilia, and we need to be particularly mindful of their preferences.
So what did you use for your aroma this time?
Windwheel aster.
Right.
The various parts of the windwheel aster plant can be ground into a powder to extract their essences. I then blended the scents from its petals and leaves. The result carries the intoxicating sweetness of mead, while still emphasizing the fresh notes contained within the flower's stems and leaves.
Mead? Oh boy.
I just took it for a little trial run at the cat's tail, and the cats seemed to really like it, while the clients themselves found it comforting and invigorating. Extracting exquisite fragrances from ordinary overlooked ingredients? Oh, that's what truly brings me joy.
Incorporate the Windwheel Aster, okay. The weather's nice today, ain't it? So this is what it feels like to start a conversation with a classic icebreaker.
It really is. A while earlier, I watched a whole run of fair weather clouds float by, fluffy as pillows. It's not overly humid either, and the wind is gentle too. In such conditions, one sense of smell is heightened, but not to an excessive degree. When scents are blended well, they naturally combine with the ambient context, leaving particularly powerful impressions.
I never realized scents were so affected by the weather. I never heard that before. How fascinating.
It seems something similar is true for mixology. As long as you choose a base of appropriate strength, the various flavors will blend seamlessly together. When mixed properly, all the ingredients work as one to create a most wonderful symphony for your taste buds.
I see. So the combination of flavors is key. You prefer flavors that blend together harmoniously.
Yes, that's it. Now I think about it, layering distinct flavors doesn't really suit my personal preferences.
Right. Okay. What do you usually drink, though?
Usually, after work, my friends from the Maison Gardiennage sometimes treat me to a few drinks. I usually stick to fruit tea. That way, I can get straight back to work after our gatherings. If it's before a holiday and my friends are in high spirits, I sometimes order a small glass of sparkling fruit wine. There was an officer named Terena who used to treat me to aged Corte wine. But since she was transferred to the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, we haven't had the chance.
Oh, so you do drink alcohol sometimes. I was worried you might overstimulate your senses.
In the world of science, high-proof alcohol is a widely used solvent. I've grown well accustomed to the smell of it by now. Besides, when I'm slightly tipsy, my state of mind changes, which in turn alters my approach to perfumes. It doesn't matter if the result is good or bad, it's all about trying something new.
Plus, I didn't know that you were old enough to drink. Alcohol, that is.
So I don't mind drinks with just a little bit of alcohol, but I don't like anything too strong.
Right. There's some people who can handle booze and some people who can't or don't want to drink the stuff at all. White liquor won't leave you drunk, obviously. How's everything been with your perfume work lately?
Oh, thank you for asking. It's been going well, though this trip to Mondstadt has presented some unexpected challenges.
How?
When I first got here, I was relying on a copy of An Overview of Aromatic Substances and the Human Senses to identify promising local ingredients from the Mondstadt region. To my surprise, my trial fragrance, which used valberry as the primary note, proved far too sweet in the context of a tavern, relaxing people so much that they ended up feeling drowsy. The bartender with the beautiful ears, for instance, fell asleep right at the bar.
Bartender with beautiful ears? Yep, that's Diona. I never knew Valberries can have that effect. I guess that means Valberry perfume's off the table, huh?
Let's just say that sweetness isn't always a case of the more the merrier.
Yeah.
Maintaining an appropriate balance is beneficial for both body and mind. Even in daily life, I rarely eat sweet food, and I try to avoid fruits like berries that have a high sugar content. In the end, I completely eliminated valberry as an ingredient and turned instead to windwheel aster, with some success, I might add.
Alright, let's put all our clues together. Incorporate Windwheel Aster. Emily created a new fragrance using the Windwheel Aster flower, and apparently it was quite successful. But what's the best way to incorporate the scent of a Windwheel Aster? We went from talking about the weather to the best way to blend scents. Emily prefers single, seamlessly integrated scents rather than those with distinct layers. in which case I'll need to blend each ingredient together thoroughly in her drink. I should shake it a lot harder to make sure the flavor doesn't separate. The sweetness of Valberries has added a few complications to Emilie's work. Emily believes that too much sweetness may not be a good thing for the human body. Valberries are also used in the Lumidos Twilight. Perhaps I better swap them for something else. Emily enjoys fruit tea, but she occasionally drinks alcohol to get a little tipsy and spark her inspiration. So I guess I can add a dash of light wine to the base. Perhaps something more fruity. Associate. There we go. Windwheel asters seem like a good choice. To make sure everything blends into one, I could try finally chopping the petals and spreading them across the top. Yes! This is it! Emily's special drink is ready to go! I think I know how to improve your drink, Emily. Please bear with me a second while I update the recipe.
Just from our brief chat, you've already formulated a new concoction. Perhaps you possess a natural talent for this kind of creative work.
Okay, this time let's add a pinch of tea and fruit wine. Fermented juice once more, and now chopped up flower petals of the windwheel aster. How come it also shows Cacalia flowers? Next, chopping up the flower petals into... let's do small bits. All right. Shake properly or vigorously. Let's see properly. Woo! And now the porridge. Pour it in this sort of glass, the double wall. And here you are, Emily, your special drink. Add any garnish except for Valberries. Let's go with star salt. The special Lumidos Twilight for Emily. Ahem.
Here you go.
Here you go, a new and improved Emily-inspired Lumidos Twilight. I haven't come up with a name for it yet. Here you go, a new and improved Emily-inspired Lumidos Twilight. I haven't come up with a name for it yet.
The colors are cooler and more refreshing, and the fragrance is delightfully subtle to match. Are these bright specks on the surface the crushed petals and leaves of the windwheel asters?
Yes, you clearly know your stuff. It's the floral symbol of Mondstadt, after all.
I'm sure it must taste wonderful. Let me try. In the language of flowers, the windwheel aster represents the visible winds. Your cocktail not only captures their form, but also the fragrance they carry. Therefore, I suggest you call this drink Windborne Bouquet.
Windborne Bouquet! That's perfect! Thanks, Emily!
The winds and clouds of Mondstadt swirl together in the glass, leaving behind enchanting traces of fragrance.
A perfect name from a master of perfume, elegant and full of style.
Really? Perhaps it's just a habit of my profession. I'm glad you like it. Now it's time to slowly savor this masterpiece.
Enjoy the drink to your heart's content, my friend.
Thank you so much. This trip to Mondstadt has been so rewarding. This is the most memorable cocktail I've ever had. Once I get back to Fontaine, I will attempt to recreate this moment as both a fragrance and a perfume.
I'm honored. That's so exciting to hear. Thank you.
Once I've perfected the recipes, I hope you'll do me the honor of being the first customer to experience these new products.
I'll try to if anyone else gets to that first, though.
Until then, I look forward to seeing you in the Court of Fontaine.
Yeah, I hope to see you in Fontaine as well. I've only been seeing you outside of Fontaine. Now let's stop here for now and take a little break.